I'm Geoff Nemnich.
And I'm Rick Paillet.
And we're the hosts of The Last Stand. Coyote hunting is my passion.
And coyote calls are my livelihood.
And together we aim to bring you the best predator hunting tips, tricks, and tactics, right down to The Last Stand.
The Last Stand, presented by Lucky Duck Predator Calls. We are the masters of deception. Swagger bipods. Shoot with confidence, shoot with swagger. Onyx Hunt. Know where you stand. Hornady. Accurate, deadly, dependable. Pulsar. Image, quality. Silencer Central. Silence delivered.
Hey guys, welcome back to The Last Stand. Well, Dustin and I, we're still in Arizona. It's day 2 of our hunt down here. We're gonna try to pick up right where we left off yesterday. You know, as you saw from the previous episode, we got on a little run yesterday afternoon, ended the day with pretty much 4 coyotes in a row. So we're right back down in the same area. Cat country, coyote country. You're gonna see a lot of the same sound sequences you saw in the last episode. You know, when I'm in bobcat country, I like to play a series of prey distress sounds. Not something I normally do if I'm up in Kansas or Nebraska, 1 or 2 and that's it, and then to get into the fights. But down here, it's a little bit different, since you're dealing with bobcats and coyotes. So first stand of the morning, we're getting down into a thick bottom. It's a stand we've never made. General area we've been here, but this particular stand we've never made. So it's about a 500-yard walk down the bottom. We kind of glassed it. It looks like it opens up real nice. Super thick all around us, so should be something hiding down in there. So we're gonna get down in there. Looks like a great day. Beats the heck out of that below zero stuff we've been having up in Kansas and Nebraska. So hopefully we'll be in hoodies here before too much longer and killing coyotes. So let's go get it.
I think we need to get more on this side just so the sun's not fucking everything up.
Well, we got into this first stand. It looks good. I mean, we have about 100 yards of visibility here in this washout in the bottom, but it is super, super thick all around us. So Dustin's more tucked into the shadows where the sun hasn't quite hit yet. I got the Super Volt way off to my side. That's the thickest right there. So they come busting out of that. He'll be ready to whack them with a shotgun. I got a little more visibility. I got maybe almost 200 yards of visibility down this wash. So if they come across here, I can shoot them. Wind's kind of blowing from me back behind Dustin, so should be ideal. I'm kind of looking into the sun, but it'll work. Gonna be a cat stand. I'm gonna run through about 8 to 10 minutes of prey distress sounds, and then maybe finish with 4 or 5 minutes of pup distress. Well, they always look good, that's for sure. You shouldn't make a stand if it doesn't look good to you. And this looked good. Man, I'm surprised. Sat there a little longer than I probably normally do. Sat there about 18 minutes, but it's just so thick and good. I thought for sure we'd see something here, but no luck. We could sit around on this stand all day, but we got lots of ground to cover, so we're gonna pack up, head to the truck, make some more stands. Man, this stand looks really good. We walked in about 600 yards off the road. Got a nice little cut bank that we're sitting on. Dustin's right down at the bottom. Got the Super Volt right out in front of him. Got the sun in a perfect position. The coyotes are going to be running into it. As soon as they break the sun line down here where it turns into shadows, they're going to be 30 yards out. So he'll be able to get them rolled up with that shotgun. Just a big bottom here full of good cover. Could get them coming from about anywhere. So we're going to sit here once again, cat country. So same sequence we've been running. So we're going to let it rip and see if we can get something killed here and get the day going. Well, it wasn't a total waste of a stand. That was kind of cool watching all those javelinas come in. I got to do a little testing at the end. I wanted to see if raccoon distress might work on them, but it didn't. They like the rabbit early on. I've heard of guys doing that down here. That's kind of a technique to hunt them. You know, they'll blow on a rabbit squaller. That lead javelina that came in, man, he kind of was all hackled up. But they all got here to about 50 yards, and then they kept peeling out of here. But they just kind of hung out here the whole stand. I was kind of waiting for something to show up, like a coyote or a bobcat. Maybe we'd get some cool interaction between them and the javelinas, but no luck. Pretty damn good looking stand, though. On we go.
Welcome to the Last Stand Coyote class with me, Geoff Nemnich. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned coyote hunter, this class has something for you. Throughout the website, you'll find over 50 teaching videos broken down in an easy to follow format, specific stand breakdowns and analysis, exclusive Last Stand episodes chock full with even more info and tips and tactics than you find on the normal YouTube page, monthly live seminars and question and answer sessions with myself, plus much more. At the end of the day, the whole goal is to be able to take everything that you're learning through this course, go out to the field and kill more coyotes. So implementing these strategies out on your own is the key. The fundamentals are the same no matter if I'm hunting in the east or the west. Yes, the terrain's different, the lay of the land's different, and I take all these variables that we're going to be talking about throughout these courses and be able to mold these into those specific areas to kill more coyotes. Join me today and let's start killing more coyotes.
It's about 9:30. We're into our fourth stand of the morning. Man, we're making some badass looking stands as far as just the cover that you want, the terrain that you're looking for. You know, we've been calling these thick bottoms, these big washes, but then the call's also carrying up on top into the mesquite flats as well. So, you know, this one, real rocky rim along the far side there. We actually have a little rocky rim on the right as well, but when you're talking about bobcat country, this is about as good as it gets right here. I mean, and knowing that there's cats in here, this is a primo stand, so maybe we'll get lucky. I have pretty good visibility down through the brush off to my right, which the wind is kind of slowly drifting back along this rim, so Dustin's just tucked in right below me here with a shotgun in case we get something that busts in pretty hard. Don't have really good visibility to our left, but that's okay. That's the upwind side, so if anything comes there, it ought to come right to the call or loop out here where I can get a rifle shot. So once again, cat stand, so prey distress sounds here for about, 10 minutes. Coyote came busting in hard from the left, like within about less than a minute. He left, he didn't quite leave, but then he ran up here and he stopped, and I was shooting through quite a bit of brush. I hit him good, but I saw him kind of go over the hill. Looks like I ended up gut shooting him. Sometimes these little bullets end up deflecting, but I keep calling here. I don't know if he can find a way down the ridge up there. You on him? Well, we started the day off with a double. Only took us 4 stands in.
Yeah.
A little bit better than yesterday.
Not bad.
Not bad. Mid.
Lot longer walks.
Yeah, we're getting in here deep where there's just, we're pulling up onyx and you're just trying to see, where you can get into, and sometimes those areas are where you can go because the average guy, he's not going to hike in 400, 500, 600 yards into stands. He's looking for easy stuff where he can get in and out, and that's what we've been doing is hiking in this morning. Like I said, it's probably 10 o'clock and we only got in like 4 stands, so we're trying to, by design, we're going to kill time, but we're getting in a little bit deeper, and this is what we've been hoping to find.
I talked about bobcats, and we ended up killing a double on coyotes.
Go ahead and keep talking about bobcats.
You know, this first coyote, he had to have been just right up right in this little cut over here.
Yeah.
I mean, he was on us fast. You know, but that's a good sign too. We've been talking about getting back out on these big flats where it's just yellow grass and mesquites, and that's where this coyote came from. If he could have found a way down that cliff, I think he would have came all the way too. He was coming good along there, but nonetheless, he is going to stay up there because that's an additional hour probably to go get him.
Come on, wimp.
I don't even know if I haven't even decided if I'm gonna drag this one out of here yet. I'll give it a shot.
Well, we're gonna see if we can get a streak going now. At our 5th stand, we just got done killing that double. We went up the road about, I don't know, a mile or so, dumped in onto this other big bull. It's on the opposite side of the road. Just a big, big valley. We got about 3 different bottoms that all come together right here, so it's not super thick down there, but definitely thick enough to hold some coyotes, so really good chance we get a coyote come from a long, long ways on this stand. Right here, straight out, coming out. Woo! Woo! Oh, there's that right over there. Well, we got her done. That was quick, you know. It doesn't look that thick down in there, but obviously that coyote was only probably 200 or 300 yards down in there, as I hadn't even got the the pre-stand interview out of my mouth and spotted this coyote coming down. But you know, the problem is Dustin's kind of tucked up for the hill, and it's a risk-reward kind of thing. You want to get a little bit of elevation, especially with me shooting the rifle, so I can shoot down in there. You know, and I thought we had enough backdrop behind us where we weren't skylined, and who knows, the sun's kind of right on us too. I mean, with camera and gun, I mean, he checked up, and the problem too, you know, us, the call, and him were all in a line, which is not good. And I didn't even want to move because as hard as he was running, I thought this was going to be a shotgun coyote, so I didn't even try to move. But as you saw from that footage, he checked up instantly. You can read their body language. You knew it was over. He took off. Luckily, he stopped out there. I ended up finally getting a good range of 311 yards. I just kind of took a quick guess. I didn't even have time to throw up the range finders. I just kind of guessed he was right about that range and held it a touch high. Looks like it got him right behind the shoulder, so. Well, we're grinding them out. Before we get to the stand, I want to tell you guys about our all-new website for The Last Stand. You can go over to tlshunt.com. TLS stands for obviously The Last Stand, but tlshunt.com. It's the first all-inclusive coyote hunting online school. Essentially, the in-person coyote classes that I've now taught for 10 or 12 years, we've put that all in digital format just for you guys. So if you're looking to get better as a coyote hunter, learn more tricks, tips, and tactics as a coyote hunter, check out this website. I think you're going to like it. You know, hours of instructional videos, as well as exclusive Last Stand episodes that you can only find on the website, monthly seminars, partnership discounts, things like that. So head on over to tlshunt.com, and you can see what this new website's all about. But for now, we're going to try to kill us a coyote. We got time for about 4 stands. Try to break this dry streak we're on. I'm just going to rip some rabbit, see what shows up. Going to make about a 7-8 minute stand and carry forward. Carry on, I guess. I heard the coyote before we saw him. He coming straight downwind. Ran by me at about 40 yards. I missed one shot through there, but then I got him rolled up right down here on my second shot. But you just never know. It's dead calm. You know, he came from a long ways, which is a good sign, but he actually came from back on the road where we parked, which never fails, so. Got him killed, but I don't think we got any footage of it, unfortunately. All right, sun's setting. We're gonna game plan. Try to find us, what, 3 stands maybe? Yeah.
Kill coyotes. That's the game plan.
Well, that always is the game plan. I wish it was that way all the time. Dustin's getting the call set out here. We'll get the stand set up for you guys. We got a pond back behind us. Has some water in it, so. Although water hasn't been the go-to, I guess, you know, meaning we haven't killed coyotes around every water. We're about, you know, 50-50, it seems like, on this trip when we found water. But it's definitely a plus when you can find it, so. Big Bottom, we've killed coyotes here before. It's been a handful of years, but just a big valley, you know, flat out here. Once you get out maybe 400 yards, there's a lot more grass mixed in with the mesquite. But then we got a thick mesquite bottom that runs right out here. Wind's kind of blowing in our face, so. I'm gonna crank some rabbit. We're gonna stick with that plan. Seems like if they're hearing it, they're coming pretty good. And they're getting here fairly quick, so. Just because of the sunset, and we're trying to get a couple more kills on camera for you guys before the day's done. It's gonna be about a 7-8 minute stand. That didn't play into what we thought was happening today. I was just glassing. You know, we'd been here about 9.5 minutes, and I played nothing but prey distress. Only because once we sat down, I got thinking about it. I thought, oh, this looks pretty catty. And I just was glassing, and I look over, and there was a coyote standing there right on the edge of the brush about 150 yards. And I had already played a bunch of squeaky stuff, and he was not coming, so. It took us a minute maybe to get the camera on. I don't know if we got him on or not. Yeah, he was maybe in the frame, hopefully. But looks like a heart shot him. He kind of spun and then bailed off into there. Tail was sticking up, so you kind of read their body language once you hit him there. But disappointing he didn't come right in. He's looks like a little dinky coyote, but boy, I thought the way the rest of them come, that's our first coyote that's really kind of checked up and didn't really, you know, commit good. So who knows, but another coyote in the truck. Yeah, they don't get much smaller than that. I mean, that's like a yeah, about right where I knew I hit him. He was kind of quartering towards me a little bit. Just kind of blew up on his leg right there, but shoot a good bullet. The tracking job was pretty easy on that one.
Yeah.
Probably made it 30-40 yards back into here, but it was sprayed. But nonetheless, we're killing coyotes.
Yeah.
Well, it's go time. I think it's probably not our last stand, but definitely our second to last stand. So we're kind of back right in the same area where we killed coyotes last episode in the afternoon, where we killed 4 in a row. There was a little chunk just on the other side of the road we never hit, so we figured we'd get in here. Seems like today the coyotes have been, you know, we've killed a couple in the draws, but we've called in a couple off of the just big flats, grass, mesquites, things like that. So that's what we're hoping here. Wind's blowing from right to left like this. Dustin's around the corner here, right up with the shotgun. Just a little bit about the setup. I purposely put the call up ahead of us about 20-25 yards, so I think the coyotes are probably going to come from this left half. That'll hopefully keep them looking that way as they're running to the call and not look over at us, and maybe Dustin can get one rolled up here before we end the day. So, about 8 minute stand, just so we can get to one last stand here. But prey distress heavy, here we go. I'll tell you, you know, that's where shooting a swagger is just phenomenal, because, you know, I was here and I had to move about 40 degrees to my left. You know, if I'd have been on a tripod, even shooting sticks, I would have got tangled up in this thing. You know, it just made it so smooth when you get really good and efficient with your bipod. I mean, I was able just to slowly, smoothly swing right onto him. Everything lined up just perfect. You know, he saw us, but he didn't really know what we were. But he stood there about, I don't know, like 40, 50 yards, and I think he took one right in the forehead. Let's go look. Well, bud, it's a pretty dang good day.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
You know, compared to, if you've watched the Last Stand episodes the last couple seasons, Arizona, it's been a little disappointing. You know, it seems like it's slowly coming back to what we had, you know, 3-4 years ago.
Definitely cycles.
Coyotes bombing in. Although these last couple stands, they weren't as good. But I'm telling you what, I think this is you and I were talking about this on the way back from the last stand here. Probably the first time we've killed at least 6 coyotes in a day, and you didn't even get to pull the trigger on the shotgun.
Know. It's kind of not fair.
Well, if you've watched all the videos in the past, you know I need some catching up to do down here. You know, as many as you've piled up with a shotgun. But, you know, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We have one more day here in Arizona. Tomorrow's going to be a little bit different. We're going to make a run. We're going to kind of wing it tomorrow. We're going to be using Onyx. We're going to find some spots and just kind of work our way out of here. So it should be interesting. But, you know, one last thing. If you guys haven't checked out our all-new website, tlshunt.com, I invite you to do that. You know, it's the one-of-a-kind instructional website specifically designed to make you a better coyote hunter. So if you haven't done that yet, check that out, you know, you won't be disappointed. A lot of the stuff we talk about on here, you're going to find that same sort of stuff, but just in greater detail, greater explanation. So we'll see what tomorrow holds. You know, another day. I'm not looking forward to going back north quite yet.
No,
you know,
I don't want to. Blizzard.
but we'll see what happens. I'm excited. You never know what you're going to find here in Arizona. Maybe we get another bobcat, maybe a wad of coyotes. We haven't really got that yet, you know, kind of craziness. So stay tuned. Tomorrow might be the day. So we'll catch you next time right here on The Last Stand.